For those of you that don't know me, I am Will's little brother, Peter. Before I get to Will and Katie, I have a couple things that I'd like to say. The first one is going to scare some of you. The Packers have a running game.
Name one.
I want to thank Jeff and Ann and my mom and dad, Gail and Jerry. You raised us, and it's obvious that Jeff and Ann, you did the same. You raised us to be confident and to be kind, to treat everyone with respect, and for that I'm very thankful, and we are very thankful. You also taught me to obstruct the legal process by fleeing on foot. And you taught Katie to get puke drunk and puke into her future husband's parents' minivan.
I would drive if I could vouch for that.
Thank you for everything, Mom and Dad and Jeff and Ann. You guys are wonderful, and it's obvious the product is beautiful. So, moving on to Katie. Katie, you're talented, you're beautiful, you're kind. She's going to make a great Ferguson.
I don't think she
wrote my
believes
notes
that.
at the bar before we got here. Katie's been a friend of our family for a while now, and I think that's why this marriage happened so naturally. And by naturally, I mean my buddies and I had to drive her out to New York. We had to fly Will out to New York so that we could party on the boardwalk in New Jersey, and they could fall in love. That's natural. Speaking about that road trip, I think that is a wonderful example of how well Katie fits in with our family. We road tripped before, my buddies and I, and they're all here tonight. And right away when I heard Katie ask if she could ride to New York with my buddies and I on a boys' road trip, I was a little salty. But then I thought about it and realized, holy shit, I like this girl. She's wonderful. She's a friend. She always will be a friend. And it didn't take long for me to get over that and to be really excited about that road trip. Katie fits in with our family, and we're lucky, very lucky to have her. Moving on to Will. I've never actually told Will this, but I feel like my actions from when I was young until now kind of speak this message. I've always wanted to be like Will. And I think when we were in karate together, it didn't last long. But I remember when we were performing for our first belt for our yellow tips.
Yellow tips.
You remember what happened?
Oh yeah.
I got sick to my stomach.
You were nervous.
Well, I was nervous because Will aced his routine and broke his board, and I knew I could not duplicate that. So I refused to break my board. I refused to go on the routine because my stomach hurt.
Yellow tips.
Next week, I went through the whole spiel. I got my yellow tips and I quit. And I think Will quit soon after that. If you know Will, you know he's incredibly quick, witty, funny, and this next little story is a good example of that. Will and I used to go golfing quite often. We would get a season pass, and I think we did it mainly for the candy bars and soda before and after the round. But we went to El Zago one day. Par 3 course, really fun, easy, we felt good about ourselves. And afterwards was the best part. After we got our Snickers and our Gatorade, we would go to the parking lot, and if you know Elzagle, it runs right along the river, and there's a road that runs right up to the Kading house. I don't know the road, but Elm Street. Okay? And so Will and I would tee up ball after ball, and we would hit them over the road as cars were flying by. And this old timer from Elzagle comes up. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's your name? You're never coming back here. You're never golfing here again. Will looks up at him and says, Mitch quit.
Why Mitch quit?
That's one of his friends, his best friend. I can't get a tea time.
And now I look at you, Will, today. I look at everyone in this room. And I look at the girl to the left of you. And I can't wait to someday hopefully have that. I think you two are incredible. I adore you.